What's going on with YouTube? It's your main man Fortress, and we back again with another video, y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and rocking out. So what's going on with YouTube? It's your main man Fortress, and we wanted to tap in with y'all, man. Make sure you like and subscribe and do all those good things for us, man. All right, so without further ado, I want to talk about my first shoe with this video, man, because we're talking about reselling in 2025. So, man, let me grab the first shoe. And oh man, I thought I grabbed a shoe. Oh well. About reselling in 2025. Are you still reselling sneakers in 2025? If you are, well, let me know. How's it going for you? What is it like out there? And are people still willing to buy your pairs? And I want to start with this shoe right here. With this one, the Jordan 1 Union Chicago Shadows. Man, I really like these shoes. I think it's great. But many people were reselling this shoe, and this is kind of a follow-up to the last video. And what I paid for these shoes, I probably could have got them for $75 to $100 cheaper than what I paid. I feel like a lot of the sneakers that come out now, post 2024, 2025, if you wait and you're patient enough, that price will come down. So why is it different now than it was in 2023 or 2021 or even 2020, in the hype, in the era of the most highest resale value that has ever existed? Throughout the month, you know, when I'm going out and about and trying to cop more pairs, and they all kind of say the same thing, like, man, reselling is really tough right now. Certain pairs just ain't moving. I even went across the city and spoke with my cousin who has a store on the east side. And he also said the same thing. He says, man, there's people just sitting on pairs and pairs of shoes. They're just hoping that one day they sell. And so there's people that are letting shoes go for way underneath the price that they should be going for just to put food on the table. So again, I got to ask you, how's it going? What is it like out there? I don't know, for me, it's been definitely different. I definitely had to pivot and change some of the ways, some of the strategies that I sell sneakers. And I know people, regarding reselling, man, it has been tough. A lot of even resale stores have even closed over the last couple years, the last 16 months. So, you know, their inventory is up for sale. And that goes with selling anything. Even if you sell on eBay, you sell on Poshmark, you got to have a good business model. And this isn't a video about business model. This is just a video of saying, well, what's really going on? Why is it so hard to resell in 2025 versus previous years? Is Nike the problem? Well, think about it, you guys. So in 2023, which is when I entered the sneaker game, I was not able to obtain a single retro Jordan. So I could not obtain a Jordan 1 high OG for anything. Every single one that would come out sold out instantly. You had to enter raffles, enter draws. You had to enter Sneakers app. You had to enter Snipes. JD. So if you didn't have a connection, if you didn't have a swoosh account, there was no way you were going to get that release of the Jordan, even the Jordan 1. This wasn't even any of the other retros, a 3 or 4. Then several 3s, 4s came out. 4s were sell out instantly. And so even colors that weren't even that popular, such as, was it the Craft, Jordan 4 Craft, Photon Dust colorway, or whether it was Jordan 4 Red Cement, which was a shoe that wasn't even that serious. Because if you had the Fire Red that came on a couple years prior to that, you wouldn't need the Red Cement. I almost said the Fire Red Cement. That's a bad take on it. But you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even need that shoe because it's basically the same thing. So then they come out with the Jordan 3 Wizards. And people are going crazy on it because it looks like the OG, the True Blues. So those shoes even resold at that time. In 2023, one of the biggest shoes that I was reselling was the Jordan 3 Cardinal Red. When I came into the game, so I believe that shoe was released in 2022, I was buying it off of people and selling it to somebody else with the same face. The same person, but with a different face. And so I would like pay them some money, get the shoe, or maybe I would get the shoe online, sell it on Facebook, or buy it on Facebook and sell it on eBay. So that strategy was working great. I must have did that, 8, 9, 10, 12 times, and it was working great. But the first shoe I started with was the Royal Toe, alternate Royal Toe. Crazy for me, man. I'm telling you, I sold so many pairs of that Royal Toe alternate, and it didn't even matter what size it was. If I had a 9, 9.5, a 10, that Royal low top Air Jordan 1 jump with the Jumpman on it, it wasn't even a low OG. It was just Jordan low. Man, so many people bought that shoe from me. It was insane. And so now that shoe is an absolute brick, center block, sinking to the bottom of the ocean. Yo, it's not even a brick, bro. It's a center block, bro. This thing is sinking to the bottom of the ocean. So I'm just saying, in 2023, you could not possibly do those same strategies. So the main shoes I sold in 2023 were like knockoff Jordans. Like I'd have like a Jordan, a Team Jordan, or I'd have a Jordan Spizike, or I'd have like a Jordan 1 Zoom, Jordan 1 Comfort Zoom, so it was like an alternate, but it wasn't a retro. You know what I'm saying? So then I even tried to get a hold of a Panda Dunk. I remember when I couldn't even get a hold of the Panda Dunk. So you guys, I'm just saying, man, things have changed, and there's no way you would be able to go around and sell a Panda Dunk or a Jordan 1 or a Jordan 1 low Royal alternate and put food on the table. So you have to make adjustments. You have to adapt to this new market and what's going on. So that's kind of what this video is about, is adapting. So many times I said, man, I would have been finished. I would have been finished. I would have been finished. The next important key shoe that I started selling, so you got the first one I had was a Jordan 1 low alternate blue. Then the second shoe I was selling was the Jordan 3 Cardinal Red, buying that shoe over and over again and selling it over and over again. And then those shoes went out of style. So the next shoe I moved on to was the Jordan 4 Thunder. So that shoe at that time in 2023, people were trading their Jordan 4 Thunder for, you guessed it, yeah, the SB4. So they were trading those shoes. And so the people that got the SB4s ended up with a $700 shoe, and the Thunder's a $280. So so yeah, that's a really good trade. But anyway, people were doing that. So at this time, the Jordan 4, I was able for some reason to get a hold of it over and over and over and over again. And I could get a hold of that shoe for some reason easily. It didn't matter if it was online, if it was on Depop, if it was on Mercari, if it was on Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Craigslist. If I knew somebody that had a shoe, I could always get a hold of it. They always had it still in the box, and it looked good. So even if they wore the shoe, that suede always looked so good on there, people would still buy it anyway. So you guys, I'm just keeping it real, saying like how that shoe was easily obtainable. Now, it got to the point, I hit one point in the roadblock where I could never get a hold of that shoe again. So then, again, after that, as 2023 was wrapping up, I still remember the last shoe that was coming out. One of the last shoes that came out, there was actually two of them that I really wish I would have bought, was the Jordan 13 Wheat colorway. That was super dope. And I was like, man, I want that shoe. I'm just about out of money because I bought so many shoes, including Gratitudes, including Jordan 1, Royal, Reimagine, including, yeah, I know what y'all saying. You should have left that one alone. And there was one last shoe that came out that I wish I would have bought, and I liked it and I wanted it. And that was the Jordan 14 black and white. And that shoe is dope. So anyway, fast forward into 2024, I'm up to my old tricks again, trying to sell these sneakers. And I'm sitting on inventory. Like, man, this is bad. Like, yo, man, these shoes ain't selling. What's going on? These shoes are not selling. And I'm like, what's going on? So, when you go to Facebook and you're trying to sell these shoes, so I was not at the level yet where I could buy a Travis Scott or buy a Powerpuff Girl or anything like that. So I'm